Hey ladies and gents, how's it going everyone? What's going on YouTube? Sparky Marky Mark 23 here. Gonna do a little review and stuff and tell you a little detail, but also to tell you about a certain item. For many horror fans or fans of horror are familiar with this item. That about a year ago, at the time of two Marvel hit films, including other such hit musics and films, including at the time that I was big on Avengers Infinity War and Ant-Man 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp. But anyway, at the time I've been hearing about a Child's Play 3 figure. How big is it? But anyway, there were pre-orders, but man, the prices were huge, yo. Somewhere in the between like $89 to $94, and of course, um, sometime maybe around 100 something. Because I mean, this item is pretty big, and it is plastic though. Like any of the, if you've ever seen the Chucky films, except for Cito Chucky, not a big fan. It's not my cup of tea. Definitely something I would not rewatch again. Besides, it wasn't treated with respect. But anyway, with that, I'm just going to show you the item. And it's a Child's Play 3. I don't know if it's a NECA, but it's not. And it's also, this one's coined as the pizza face. Now take a look at that, folks. Man, very sculpted and very detailed, very carefully. Here it is on top. I can talk. He wants you for a best friend. And now, look at this. For starters, I'm going to look at this. I'm going to start here. Child's Play 3, like that. You have cowboy, soldier, perhaps a doctor, and a baseball player. Wow. Even when good guy dolls came around, these were pretty cool. I mean, this is good for display in the box. This is very great. Look at the sculpt and detail. And anybody who has seen Child's Play 3 would know how the Chucky got the pizza face and how half of his face got sliced. Is the scene in the carnival in the film. The only accessory you have is the pistol that he has in the film. In the final few scenes of the film, here actual phrases from the film. Here it is. I'm gonna put this in display, and I'm gonna have to, and you can pause it and really read it very carefully. All right. And it takes place in the Devil's Lair, where the Grim Reaper scythe slices half of Chucky's face, of course. And I'm trying to find an intact one, of course, so I can have it on the other side of the man cave. So anyway, I'm going to press the phrases for you to hear. Okay? Okay. Ready, everyone? Listen carefully. Just a sec, folks. Takes difficulty, but here we go.
I'm new and improved. Hey, long time no see, pal.
Now, that's the scene where he talked. The first phrases you heard is that when he meets Tyler, and the second one is when he meets Andy after 8 years. So anyway, about the film, okay. With the success of Child's Play 2 and stuff, the studio greenlighted a third film, and it was rushed into production. I mean, it's got some love and hate. I do like it. I mean, I was about 4 months old when the film came out, and I didn't know much about it, really. Until I noticed that the film takes place in the future in 1998, and Andy is 16. But except, the film came out 9 months after Child's Play 2, so... with the success that they had, they greenlit a third one, and the next thing you know, they, of course, what writers do, what they do in soap operas, you age characters supernaturally. So yeah, and people were difficulty saying in the podcast of William Bibbiani, everyone calls him Bibbs. Even with the creator, Don Mancini, they talk about the franchise, especially the third one, and it has a bit of love and hate because of the fact that it came out 9 months after Child's Play 2, and it was directed by Jack Bender, who went on to direct some TV shows, including the Lost episodes. He's a great director. And of course, there was no way to continue with Chucky with Andy Barclay as a little kid. If they did, they could have sent him to boarding school and stuff, and now everyone would believe him, but nah. So they took place in the future in 1998, and they set in a military school so they wouldn't put in new technologies or fancy vehicles and stuff. So they set it in a military school, and then and they had to make sure everything was well done and everything. And the original idea was to have multiple Chucky dolls, and everyone was very fascinated, including William Bibbiani. And of course, they couldn't do that because of budgetary constraints and other sequences that were going to do a massacre with kids, but apparently, again, they couldn't afford the scripts because of budgetary crap. Oh well. So, if the film had been released and actually took place in 1998 and have Alex Vincent reprise the role of Andy Barclay, you would actually notice him at 16. And what else? And also could have added a rap music, since he was originally going after Andy, but then he's all grown up. Next thing you know, he's going to go after a little kid named Tyler. And he says, just think, Chucky's going to be a bro. Wow, he wants to be a black kid. Wow, I wouldn't be surprised they wouldn't added a rap music, but they couldn't get the rights to any rap music at that time. And I know adding rap music from 1991 to put into the future of 1998, but the score wasn't bad. It was cool. I dig it. If they released it in 1998, it would have had a DMX music, Rough Riders anthem, and I think, in my opinion, it would have fit better in the movie. With that, let me play a little music. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on. I'll provide you the link for the B-Movie podcast with William Bibbiani with creator Don Mancini. And they talk about each of the franchise, very careful to the details, of course. And anyway, I really like it. And all of a sudden, after the massacre scene, they go straight to a carnival, which just happens to be there. And it's lights and bright colors and everything goes and stuff. But anyway, I just imagine, why couldn't they do a rap music for Chucky? Heck, they did rock and roll music for Jason. They did some rap music or rock and roll music for Freddy Krueger in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street films. The third one played by Dokken, which was Dream Warriors. And also the rap music by Kool, I forgot what's his name, with the song Let's Go in Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. And what else? Why they couldn't get any rights for or rock and roll music, rap music, hip hop music for the Chucky movies? Why didn't we ever get that? And Michael Myers music, only thing was just from The Curse of Michael Myers was Brother Kane with End Fools Shine On in the ending credits of the film. And really, we need to get some good rap music for the horror genre and make people love it. So I'll provide you a link for the music videos, of course, except for the other one. You can only hear the lyrics. But also, would you picture any of the Guardians of the Galaxy characters, Rocket, Raccoon, and Groot, fight Chucky? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And also, and also like and comment to subscribe to my channel for future videos, and what do you think of it and stuff, and check out my previous videos. And also, really, I always liked the Chucky movies, and I always know, what the heck is this movie? And then thank God I started seeing the first one, then the second and third, and the fourth. What's surprising about the fourth film, it's not Child's Play, it's Bride of Chucky. The opening of that film is that it takes place 1 month later, which in the opening of the film, it should have said 1 month later. And, of course, there's evidence from other serial killers, which they will, I don't know when we'll ever get a serial killer team of slasher villains put together in one film. They did it with Freddy vs. Jason, but for the record, when I write a comment saying a slasher verse, not a versus, I'm not talking about a versus. Probably a fight test would be cool. But also, they should meet in hell and think about what they're going to do if they ever get out of hell. That's my kind of idea for a slasher team. Anyway, in my opinion, I do like the film. It was great, not bad. And too bad that they never put clips from any. The only clips that they're paper clips. When I say paper clips, news articles that only happened the events in the first film. And Andy Barclay is mentioned in the film, but he's only mentioned as boy. Claims that doll was possessed by the soul of the serial killer. But anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, too bad they didn't mention anything about the foster family murders, the teacher murders, the social worker murders, the employee murders at the PlayPal toy company factory. And it doesn't mention chaos at a military academy, not even at a carnival. I mean, really, man. She should be following her man all over the world, even throughout the trilogies, until they met 8 years later. Actually, 8 years later, a month after the event in the third film. But anyway, it is what it is, so we got a good film. So anyway, this is Sparky Marky Mark. I'm signing out, y'all. Peace!